So it's been a while since I received your letter, and I attempted to write back several times, but each time I would write and reread what I had written, and end up ripping out the pages because none of my words seemed adequate enough. That's one thing you should know about me if you don't know it by now. I'm not terribly confident in my words. There are just so many things I'd like to say, and when I finally get the words down, I change my mind or doubt myself and scribble them out. Perhaps I'm my worst critic. I don't know, I think it's just a part of this whole growing up dealie. I'm learning so many things about the world and myself that it almost feels like I wake up as a different person from each day to the next. And I think it also stems from the fact that I am so young and inexperienced in the world, and have never really had to fight for anything on my own. And sometimes I feel like until I do, I haven't really earned much of an opinion in the world. I can never really quite share in your ideas and frustrations because I simply haven't experienced what it's like to have a job and pay taxes. That's really the biggest gap between us in terms of age, you know? But at the same time, it draws me closer to you because there is so much you can teach me and do teach me constantly. You really would make a hell of a history teacher, you know. But that aside, sorry for the wordiness. I guess I'm just not used to a person caring for me and appreciating me in the way that you do. And to be honest, it's pretty scary. Today in health class, we had this guest speaker come in and give a presentation on chastity and the like. She was explaining what love is, listing all the things you feel when you love someone. And I was thinking to myself, really? But she totally forgot to mention this and this and this. And I was like, man, since when am I such a love expert, eh? Never been in love before. And I've spent my whole life trying to avoid using the L word because it always just seemed like a vulnerability. And it is a vulnerability, really. Interesting little Latin note, the word vulnerable comes from the Latin word vulnero, which means to wound. So it literally means able to be wounded. Especially loving someone 3,000 miles away with no guarantee as to when or if I'll see him again. And I think for any other person it wouldn't be worth it. I'd totally take a chance with you. I'd take the chance of not being able to see you for quite some time, the chance of you changing your mind, the chance of being wounded, because all of that would be a lot less painful than not taking a chance at all. That's one thing the guest speaker forgot to mention about love. But like you said, right now I really appreciate the relationship we have, and I guess the future isn't that far away. I'll save a seat for you, alright? Well, I'm a little sleepy, and technically I should be doing my homework right now, like little good schoolgirls do. So I'll try to make this goodbye as quick and painless as possible. Not that it will at all be quick or painless, as you probably already figured. Oh, how you know me so well. But see, I'm just preparing myself for when I actually have to say goodbye to you in person sometime. Well, alright, so enjoy the box of stuff I sent you myself. I was gonna make notes for all the little pictures and things, but I decided I'd let you ask me for yourself. And I totally wanted to send everything. Oh, and I'll get those books back to you sometime, haven't had much chance to read them. And I figure I might as well take the time to read them since you were such a doll for sending them to me and all. But really, Finis. XOXO Meredith. Teacher's pet. P.S. Postscript is entirely Latin. P.P.S. I know I'm totally chicken shit for writing in pencil, but trust me, my handwriting is so much better this way. P.P.P.S. Ha! So I think I've officially won this postscript war. Not that it was even much of a war. Alright, so it wasn't a war at all. I'm just trying to stall here, man. P.P.P.P.S. What's the word for I love you? Heart.